Hi, lovelies. It's Nia. So we are back for another fulfilling Friday. Um, we're back with the microphone as well. But yes, today on our fulfilling Friday, we're talking about healthy habits and like specifically talking about like forming healthy habits, what we can do to form them, and like things like that. So habits are things that, really a habit forms, I think, after like 90 days of you doing something consistently. And so then you stop thinking about it. So that's like the backstory on like how habits form. But we can have good habits and we can have bad habits. So I'm gonna talk about good habits, like forming good, healthy habits. Things like if you are someone who wants to be more healthy with your body, eat better food, exercise more, move your body more in some way. I would say maybe like a step to do that is, well, for everything, really, you could just do a 75 hard. 75 hards are actually really good to form healthy habits because it's not 90 days of doing a habit, but it's 75 days strong of doing a habit or multiple habits so that you can build your like endurance with doing something and then it becomes like muscle memory. So within like the past half a year, like 6 months, I did like 175 soft, and then I'm at my second 75 hard right now with my best friend, but I did one complete 75 hard. Um, but yeah, so each of them had different habits that I wanted to form for myself. And it was really helpful because I was like, okay, I can actually do this. If I take this down into steps and just list them out for myself and make sure I check off the list every single day, regardless of how I'm feeling, regardless of if I want to do it or not, if I'm feeling motivated or not, I just do it. And I think that is the type of mentality that we need to have as like if we want to form healthy habits. We just have to do it. Some things are just like they're not muscle memory. And so at first it'll feel like this is such a task to do. Like, okay, let me give an example. So I said forming healthy habits. Right now I'm doing meal prepping. So meal prep at first I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot, like to cook a lot in the beginning of the week and then you have to pack it and do all the stuff. But then I was like, actually, I kind of want to do that and figure out like if it will be helpful for me because I want to cut down on spending costs for myself and save more. So I was like, okay, if I do that, then maybe that'll help cut down on my spending. And it did. It did cut down on my spending and it made it so much easier for me to wake up in the morning and to go straight to work without having to think about breakfast or lunch. All I have to think about is dinner for the most part now. So that's been really helpful. So, like something like that. So, let's say you're wanting to, I don't know, eat healthier. Let's just say eat healthier. Let's say you want to cut out fast food, but we're not going to like just go cookie cutter straight, cut it all out because that's really hard. So, we're going to do okay, instead of cutting out all fast foods all the time, I'm only going to eat fast food 3 times a week. Give myself 3 times a week for fast food. Or, like, I'm telling myself, I'm only giving myself a certain amount of money that I can spend on the weekend on food. Because I realized once you look at your spending, you realize, like, how much money you're spending in certain places. So I know I spend a lot of money on food and clothes. So I was like, okay, well, I spend most of my money on food because I wasn't meal prepping and I wasn't like making sure I knew what I had for lunch every day. I was just kind of like, okay. So I would take my lunch sometimes, but some days I'd be like, I guess I'll just eat out. But those numbers added up. Next thing you know, I'm spending $100 like a week eating some food out like for lunch for no reason. Like, and then on top of it, eating out in the weekends and all that stuff. So I was like, let me only eat out on the weekends and just give myself, lunch and breakfast and figure out dinner at home. You know what I'm saying? So usually I'll try to cook dinner at home and have like leftovers and stuff like that. So that's an option there. But 75 hard has been really influential for me because I'm like, it's just helping me like get in the habit of doing things that I might have not thought about doing before. So if you're struggling with starting a good habit and starting a new habit, try 75 hard. And also, when we start new habits, don't like criticize yourself too hard. Give yourself grace. Don't say, dang, I missed a day. I'm horrible and I'll never get done with this and I just can't stick to it. No, say, okay, I missed a day. We'll try again tomorrow. Like, that's all you can do. And again, we're not trying to be perfect people. We're just trying to get to where we want to be in our personal lives. So, wherever you want to be, whatever habit you want to start with just one thing. Say, okay, I know I want to, I don't know. Let me get an example. Let's talk like self care, or let's talk about what we were talking about last week about cleaning your room. So, say, okay, I want to have a better habit of, let's say, making my bed every morning. So let's start with, okay, let me at least, start small. Let's say, okay, it's hard for me to fold my, make up my bed every morning. Okay. Say, okay, look, we're going to start with one piece. Let's just make sure that the cover is flat across the bed. Don't even worry about the pillows. Every day, you're just going to worry about just putting the cover on the bed. Okay. Every day, just putting it where it's supposed to be. Then the next step would be, okay, I've got that down to where I just don't even think about it every morning. I just get up and do it. To now, okay, let's focus on the pillows. I got the cover on the bed. Now let me put the pillows on the bed nicely. And then you have it all together. Next thing you know, you've created a habit of making your bed every morning and you didn't even think about it too much. So it's actually really cool, really helpful. So, and if 75 days feels too long for you, just think, take one day at a time. Okay, guys, so it cut off because my storage was full, so I had to go delete some, videos, or I had to delete an app and things like that. So I'm back. But what I was saying was basically, yes, if you think of it as a long period of time, 75 days seems like a lot at one point. But if you just take it day by day and just say, I have to do this task today, check it off my list, I don't think about it. Check it off my list. Now I have like so many healthy habits that I form by just doing them continuously every single day. Also, I have this app called the Finch app. I'm going to put a screenshot right here, and it's actually really cool because it helps you keep your healthy habits forming, and it lets you like check off tasks to take care of like this little birdie thing every day and things like that. So, and they get to go on adventures and you get to change its outfits, but it can only like gain money and change outfits if you go on your adventures and do your tasks and things for the day. So that's been really helpful for me to check off things on my list so I don't have to like write them down all the time, and they're just in there. I get to check them off and it keeps the storage and all that stuff. So that's really, really good. Yeah, other than that, I would say if you have any other questions about starting a 75 hard or forming healthy habits, let me know in the comments and I'll try to answer your questions as best I can. Let me know what habits you're trying to form right now. And we'll see what we can do, because again, this is a community, so we're here to help each other. And if you have anything that you want to like add, or any tips that you've had that have helped you form a healthy habit, let me know down in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you have a great weekend. Start a new healthy habit. And also, it's spring, so this is an easy time to form healthy habits because it's warm outside, it's brighter. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's fresh. There's flowers, there's colors, you know what I'm saying? So, this is a really good time to start forming, healthy things for yourself, and getting on a new path. So, I am very grateful for you all. As always, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching so much. And like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. Yes. And I'll see you guys on Monday for Mindful Monday. Bye.